Hey guys, what's going on? This is JL from Mary's Acolytes coming at you with our latest war recap. And again, forgive the little bit of a delay from the last time that I got some stuff going on. But as you can tell, we've been doing pretty good over the last few wars. We pretty much had like a farm war right here um, on my little what is it, like a not vacation, but on my little journey over there to WHF and Powerbank's patron um, clan. We matched up with a really good clan, Man Beer Pig. I was actually able to go over there and chat with them. We just missed out on winning that one. As you can tell, we had the percentage, but we missed the stars. Outside of that, I think we showed this one right here. This was against a mod clan. We didn't do terribly well, but it's always hard to beat those mod clans. And then ever since then, we've kind of been back on our normal roll. And just kind of getting through it. And we came up against a pretty good clan, level 8 Strykers 14. I was able to go over there and talk to them after the war. Good group of guys. They did use most of their attacks, so I'm going to go ahead and show what they did to our bases. Mine got 3-starred there by one of their Town Hall 10s. And yeah, they came pretty strong. They probably should have gotten that 3rd star on Mr. Alex there, but outside of that, did pretty well. 3-starred a few of our Town Hall 9s, War Pig and Gators. That was Town Hall 9 on Town Hall 9 action. And then you had some Town Hall 10s that dipped down and got some crucial stars, but we just took care of the top and bottom a little better than they did. We got 2 stars on all their 10s, 3-starred all but 3 of their Town Hall 9s, and then all the 8s were cleaned up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into some of these attacks. I think I want to show Hunter's attack on the number 1 guy. I'll go ahead and pause it real quick. As you can tell, this is that like southern teaser, but he kind of faced it to the east here. And Hunter does a really smart thing on this. We've been seeing a few videos on it. I think if you would have gone a full Go Bajo instead of the Go Weeba, might have been able to get to 3-star. I don't know though. I think he only has level 4. He might have level 5 hogs. He doesn't have level 6, so he goes ahead and you can tell I really like what he does. And this is a very very good base as far as how it's leveled up. I mean, you got high heroes, 30 plus heroes, 35 queen, 33 king, max infernos, fully maxed out defense, fully maxed out X-bows. And so it no matter what happens, this is a tough base to hit, just because of the sheer volume of defenses and the level of defenses on it. So he goes ahead and he brings this quad quake AQ Wako Weaver, and a lot of people have been using the Govaho. We've been having a lot of success with the Go Weaver, especially Hunter and another of our other couple guys, Matt and Tim. Really been crushing it with that Go Weaver. I've been trying out Go Bajo on my 10, and it just depends on the base. I really think that the Valks right now are just a real legitimate option, a real legitimate ground option now at Town Hall 10. And it's really nice to see something other than AQ Walk Laloon or AQ Charge Laloon. It was pretty much, that was the only way you got through on Town Hall 10s previously. And now you're seeing some variation, and this is a little bit safer 2-star as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the attack. You can see Hunter is going to drop his queen down right in this section of the base. First he drops the quad quake, I'm sorry. And then he's going to drop his queen down somewhere over here, I believe. There she comes. And then he's going to go ahead and drop about 4 healers. He's going to have our walk. And what he's trying to do right here is he's going to try and clean up a lot of these buildings in this area. And the reason being is he wants to make sure that all his troops funnel into that core and just don't stray off into all this trash, because that's kind of what this base is meant to do. It's kind of like a mini resource ring base. It's got defenses right here, and then in the second layer it's kind of got this trash buildings. So he goes ahead and he's going to get the queen, and she kind of does a little bit of a charge. He wasn't really expecting her to charge, but that's okay because it goes ahead, it activates the enemy queen, activates the enemy CC, and he's going to go ahead and get the golems down. Golems are taking a heavy beating right there. I'm not sure I would have come in at that angle. I might have gone under the multi so that his golems wouldn't get roasted right there, but either way, he goes ahead, he gets that funnel down. Now here comes the max valks. And as soon as the max valks start to get in there, and they're going to get raged up, they're going to jump right onto that inferno, and that thing is going to go down super quick. Right now, they're going to jump in between the town hall and the other multi-inferno, and everything's just going to start to collapse really fast. And we're going to go ahead and get a really nice high percentage 2-star on one of these really high 10s. And as you can tell, the queen is still up doing work. That's always a good sign when you can have your queen going through most of the raid. Sorry about that, guys. I might get that a couple times throughout the video. I might have to just edit that out. But either way, if you can get your queen moving through most of the raid at Town Hall 10, you're looking at a pretty high percentage 2-star. So good job, Hunter. Way to crush it, man. Not easy doing it up here at the Town Hall 10 level. And lately, he's been really, really good. Really coming through for us. Really been a rock up there for our Town Hall 10s. So can't say enough, man. Good job. Let's go ahead and get into the next attack. I'm not going to show any of these other ones. That was a dip. Jose's attack I really like. I'm going to go ahead and pause this really quick. I'm going to talk about it and check out the army comp. He's been doing this like kind of stoned go Vaho. Most of the time people run with a cold-blooded, with a shattered or a cold-blooded in most instances. But he's been doing it with the stoned. It's kind of like a variation of the Stone Go Vaho or Stone Goho that Power Bang put out. He works it with the Quad Quake, and then he gets in a Rage, and then just a couple heal spells. And it's been really successful over the last few wars. It's not always a 3-star, but it is definitely a really nice 2. And then a lot of times it's a 3 as well. So you can tell not a whole lot of hogs, not a whole lot of valks. It's really about tanking power more than anything, and those golems just tanking while the valks and the hogs start to move through. And look, he crushed this base. This is a max defense Town Hall 9. He crushed this base in under 2 minutes. So that goes to tell you it's a really powerful attack, and he's kind of been rocking it here for about the last 3 or 4 wars. He's been having a lot of success. So there you go. He's just, standard stuff, dropping down those golems, getting in that funnel. You're going to see the wall breakers start to come in. Really nice. Boom, boom, boom. And then here comes the BK, the Archer Queen. And here comes the Redheads. And they're just going to shred apart this core super fast. Watching it drop down a rage spell right here. Boom. Gets a lot of value in that rage spell. He's got his queen, he's got his king, he's getting the valks in there. So everything, that kill squad right now is just going to take out a lot of the base. Look at this. 40% of the base is already done, and a lot of defenses are already done. It hasn't even dropped the hogs. There you go. See the hogs coming in from that side, flanking on this 9 o'clock side of the base. Then you're going to see this heal spell drop right about here. Boom. There we go. Perfect heal for the hogs. Look at that. The hogs, I don't think the hogs have been targeted once this whole raid. That's the beauty of the extra tanking power. Look at this. He's got a full queen up. Hasn't even popped her ability. At this point, he's already smashed the entire base. And that lava hound is locked onto the hogs, which is actually really nice because the lava hound would have just given the queen all kinds of problems. So he's got, right now he's kind of looking where he can add some cleanup. He's got a cleanup wizard over here. He's got the hogs working here. He's got the queen on the inside. Just a beautiful raid. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up 3 stars. He probably could have swagged that heal spell. Way to go, Jose. Swag it out, man. All right, let's go ahead. Tim, that was a dip. Jose again. Since I already showed one of his, I'm not going to show this one. I'm not going to show another one, but I'm going to go ahead and show this attack. I had an AQ charge go by, so I kind of went and I saw a funnel up here. I'm going to wait for that funnel to create so I can, my goal is to charge my queen into this section of the base. And there we go. Drop my healers down. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's working really nice so far. Aha, that goes down. All right, cool deal. Everything looks like it's going to go the right way. And at this point, I have a big sigh of relief. Because you all know the queen likes her shiny objects and definitely gets distracted. So, there we go. I'm going to drop a rage spell just to speed that up. I think I drop a couple of... Did I drop a wizard? No, I don't drop a wizard here. But I am going to drop a couple of archers here on the backside just to make sure that those lava pups don't do too much damage to my healers. So they're going to go in. At this point, I start to see everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my golem in right here. Start to create that funnel on this side of the base. Boom. There's the golem. You're going to see some wizards come in up at the top. A little sloppy right there. Definitely lost a wizard, but I'm going to go ahead and drop another one just to make sure I get it down. Test wall breaker. All right. Looks like everything's working very nicely. Once that comes, here comes my Barb King and the Valks. And then I'm going to drop a jump spell, and I only want to connect these 2 compartments. Somebody was asking why I didn't connect more, and the reason being is I wanted them to stay on this bottom half because I was going to hog this other half, and I didn't want my Valks to split. I wanted to keep them nice and tight in the core and get the full effect of that heal spell. And so now I got the hogs coming in. I got a cleanup wizard down right away. That's something I think as a clan we all need to work on, getting those cleanup wizards down really quick. I got 3 more hogs. I'm going to put them in there on that last archer tower to go down, and then I'm going to drop a heal spell because there's not a whole lot else targeting my other hogs, and there's just not a whole lot left of the base. So at this point, everything's going to converge on that air defense, and we're good. I drop a nice little goblin. Look at this goblin right here. Check out this goblin doing work. Go, buddy, go. All right. Goblin for cleanup. Don't underestimate the goblins for cleanup, guys. Look at that. Got a full storage. This goblin's already done 2/3, 2/3, maybe even 3/4 of the damage onto that storage. Really worked things off. It nearly took me 3 minutes. So that goblin on that storage was actually really clutch. And there we go. Boom, 3 stars. All right. Let's check out Wi-Fi's attack. All right, doing it with the shattered go-ho. Old school, man. Old school. I love it. I love it when you can see these old school go-hos just because the meta of the game right now is Valk heavy so much. And one thing he really asked for a plan on this one, so we kind of talked about it. One thing we really noticed is these archer towers right here really had nothing else backing them up. So you can just drop a single hog, couple hogs, and you'd get really good value on them. They set off a big bomb. They got inside the base. They took out the defenses, and look, this one's going to get this mortar down too. Even better. So you got 3 defenses for 3 hogs plus a big bomb. That's just tremendous value. Everything's working real nice. He's being real patient. Both his golems have popped. That's all right. His king is still full health though. So that's awesome. So he's going to go ahead. He's going to smack that queen around. Then there he goes right here with the surgical. Very nicely. Get everything moving. Everything's going to come into that core. There's probably a big bomb right there, but he didn't know. It was a fresh hit, so he still had some stuff going on. Everything's working really nicely with this surgical deployment. He eats a big bomb right here, but he's got a heal spell waiting oh so nicely. A second big bomb also happens, but he's got a heal spell there for most of the hogs. Everything's just working really nicely through. He's got tons of hogs left. He's going to go ahead and drop a poison on that BK, really, and all those skellies. And he's got tons of cleanup. Everything's just going to marry up right here. Beautiful raid. Queen's going to take out that king compartment, and the wizards are going to go ahead and push through on this side. So just an absolute picture perfect raid by Wi-Fi on the Goho. Alright. Good job, man. Another attack I wanted to show. Lib. Yeah, Lib's been rocking the hogs lately. I know. You would, probably 3 to 4 months ago, if you had told me that Lib would be rocking the hogs like he is, I probably would have slapped you in the face. But man, he has been rocking the hogs, and he's been doing it really, really well. Really gets a lot of value out of this stone Goho right here. You're gonna see him charge into the base. King kind of went a little bit retarded right there, but look at the queen. The queen actually did something good for once and did what she was supposed to do. Took out the enemy queen. Now he's gonna go ahead. He's gonna start his hog portion of his raid because the CC's down, and the enemy archer queen's down. So no need to wait. There you go. Starts working in the hogs really nicely, getting everything working on her. Boom, boom, boom. If you guys hear my wife laughing, it's because she thinks that I talk funny. Actually, no, that was my son. My son apparently left us a really nice surprise in his diaper. So, but check it out, man. This base got smashed so fast. He's got a full queen with the ability, but just the thing about it was Lib was really nice and patient with those hogs, let them kind of work through, gave them the heal spells in the danger areas, and then he's just got cleanup, working everything up. And the hogs, look, he only brought 20 hogs, and when you start to say, oh, 20 hogs, but if you tank for them and you're patient and you let golems and everything else kind of react with them, look, you'll end up with 10, 11 hogs at the end of a raid, and that is all you need for cleanup. That is more than enough. If you've adequately tanked, your heroes will most likely be alive, your wizards will still be alive, and to have 10 or 11, maybe even 12 hogs left, you're just going to wreck the base. This is another attack I really enjoyed. Mungo just really has a way about working surgical whiz, man. I don't know what else to call it, but he absolutely is patient with his wizards, and he drops a nice quad quake right there. Gets a double rage. Check it out. He's got triple golem, so it's kind of like a stone go wipe, but he uses so many wizards. But the thing about it is, kind of like hogs, he waits for them to be tanked and then deploys them. And I think that's why he's so successful with this attack. And we're a fair play clan, and we consider ourselves, a pretty strong 3-star clan for the most part. But even our guys have really taken to certain tactics and kind of applied them to a go wipe, and made it pretty good on some of these like these ring bases and stuff like that. They really just eat these alive. Look, Mungo's still got 4 wizzies ready to deploy, and I don't think I think one of his wizards is getting targeted right there, 2 of his wizards. Everything's kind of moving its way through. Look, he's gonna just be real patient, let everything start to lock on to all his tank troops, because he's still got a P.E.K.K.A, couple golems up, and he's gonna kind of let them move through the base, kind of like so. And now everything's onto this. So he's gonna go ahead and just drop these wizards on the backside here, and let everything kind of work its way up. and through this base. He hasn't even popped his queen ability either. P.E.K.K.A.'s still going. I still got 2 P.E.K.K.A.s right there. It's going to smack that cannon real quick. Boom, boom. Stays alive. And you still got this max golem tanking, couple golemites tanking, and there's just not a whole lot of base left. So, good job, Mongo. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. I should have sped up the other ones. I was too busy in admiration of you guys. Alright. Okay, let's check out another attack. Sir Kick. Doing it with the Goho. Oh yeah, another stone Goho. Sir Kick likes his wall breakers. He's one of the few guys where he's like, man, I'll bring 4 heal spells. I'll figure out the rest of it if I just keep my hogs all nice and tidy up. Let's check this out. Goes ahead, he's bringing the stoned. I believe it's a stone Goho. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it's a stone Goho. There it is. He's going to drop the queen. He's going to let the queen go ahead and deal with this, and then he drops all his wizards in the section of the base that, and he doesn't lose any of his wizards. He's going to go ahead and drop the other golem down before anything starts to target his wizards. So now everything's moving through really nicely. And look, he's got a huge spread on these golems. And he's already got the queen. He's going to go ahead and lock on the queen really quick. He starts releasing his hogs before the queen ever goes down. I thought that was really interesting. But the thing was, he knew that she was on the far side. So that queen wasn't going to lock on until much later in the fight. And look at this. Only a few hogs come here on this side and trip that bomb. He's still got 3 heal spells left. He's going to go ahead and heal them through this entire raid. And look, he's still got a golem, still got his heroes with both the abilities. He's going to go ahead and drop another heal spell right here. I think they eat a big bomb, but the big bomb, they're under heal, so no harm, no foul. The golems go ahead and eat the other big bomb on the other side of that. And then he's got a heal spell for this last section of the base. They eat a spring trap, but they're not even getting targeted because he's still got the golem over here tanking. And so, despite the fact that a few of these hogs go flying, he's got plenty of hogs left, plenty of cleanup troops left. They're going to go ahead, jump on that enemy BK real quick, smack him around a few times, and go ahead and get through the raid. So good job, Sir Kick. Way to go, man. 3 stars. A little swag haste spell there. Mungo, I already showed his attack, so I'm not going to show that one. A lot of people will probably want me to show this one. This was a logo Faho, I guess is what you'd call it. Only 5 loons. But the reason I bought loons is because check out this bottom portion of the base. So what I did was I saw that this was all out of range and that could create a nice little quick funnel before the attack ever started. And also I was able to trigger a big bomb. It's a fresh hit. So went ahead, I dropped my golems. I'm going to go ahead and get some whizzies in behind. Look, I see I need to get a little more width on my funnel. Everything's looking good right now. Get my queen down because I want her to lock onto that lava hound really quick. I go ahead and I drop a poison spell on the queen. And the reason I did that is because she was banging on my golem, and so I didn't want her doing that. I wanted to slow that damage. I had a wall breaker fail, but my funnel was nice and good, so they banged through. They're going to jump on that queen really quick. I'm going to go ahead and drop a jump on this side, push them right into the core, and then I dropped the loons. I expected a Tesla or maybe a big bomb there. And look at how far my loons are going to get through this base. They're going to take out these 3-point defenses right here, take out a 4th with the Tesla. And then they're finally going to, I think one of them gets down the mortar. And then my hogs just start to come in. They eat a big bomb right there. No harm, no foul. I'm going to go ahead and drop a few more hogs on that side. Everything's looking really good. This base is almost cooked. And I have not deployed 2 heal spells. Everything's done at this point. So I go ahead and I swag them out. Swagged out the abilities too. Look at the heroes are both at full health at this point. So, yeah, I just got a really good smash on this base. Not a very good design. Not a great design, I should say. had a lot of weaknesses, and we just kind of smashed it. So, all right. Let's see. Whose attack do I want to check out? Was this a Town Hall 8? Was. I'd show that attack, but it's a Town Hall 8. Paul's attack. That's right. I wanted to see this. Paul working the Goho at Town Hall. Hey, look at this. He was able to double poison the CC because he dropped a golem in. Then he drops in all his whiz. It's kind of weird the way he did it. And I was sitting there thinking, what's Paul doing here? But at the end of the day, it actually really worked out well. Because he got the important defenses down that he needed. And then he goes ahead and he drops them in. And now he's already got hogs working through the core. And I was like, this actually might work out really nicely. And yeah, it really does. Look at that. He kind of surgicals them from that dead spot in the base. It was really interesting watching this attack. It's really cool when you can see something different like this. Just kind of... not I feel like it was really original the way he exploited that hole in the base. And look, there's just not a whole lot of base left, and he had max hogs in the CC, and they're gonna go ahead and just wreck this rest of this base real quick. Got the king beating on him, but that's not going to be a big problem. He's still got a wizard. That's what I like. We've been trying to really teach that in Ares, is to save that wizard, save that cleanup wizard. And look at that. He's got now, what is it? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wizards plus his BK and the ability. So that's what brings him home, is he's got plenty of whiz for that cleanup. So really nicely executed raid here, Paul. I love the way you were patient. I love the way you almost surgical from the hole in the base. It was cool to watch. That's all I can say. And so we're going to go ahead and speed this up because that's a 3. That's a 3. Way to go, Paul, man. Dust. Yeah, Dust goes ahead and he works that Dragoon, man. He actually drops it. Well, he dropped it on that one because that was the highest rated defense. I might have dropped it on the... No, you dropped it on the right one. And there we go. There was some debate about where he could have dropped that. But you know what? On second thought, I actually really liked it. And the reason being is because he's not having to deal with the long ways of the sweeper and then pushing a whole lot further into the base. He's going to get this one air defense down really quick. And then he's going to check out the loons. I think I was watching this live, and I thought to myself, man, those loons just annihilated this base. Look, they're going to get the air defense. They already had that. They're going to get this wizard tower right here. They're going to go ahead and get this archer tower. Check this out. I think they even get this last wizard tower. They almost... Oh, no, they didn't quite get that wizard tower. But check out how far. He dropped them here. They ended up here inside the base. And if you can get that kind of production and value out of your loons, oh, man, you're in really good shape. Because your drags thus far have most likely been taken, but they're not taking a whole lot of damage because the loons just get down defenses so fast. So, way to go, Dust. And burned. Actually, it was really funny because he got matched up with a guy named Watch It Burn, and so it was hilarious because our guy's name's Burned, and then he does a dragon attack, so it literally was burned, and we watched it burn. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this attack. I think Zap Quick, Drag Loon. And one of the things we've been doing is because of the time. Now we're looking at maybe not bringing as many loons, bringing like 10, sometimes even 20 archers. And look, he crushes this base and so fast. It wasn't a great base, but and for max drags and this type of attack, it's a little bit it's kind of really, really at the mercy of the attacker on this one. And Burned goes ahead and crushes it. So you can go ahead and see him kind of get a little bit of a drag funnel started right here. There it is. Drags are going to push through. Going to rage him up on the CC, just like you should. Then you're going to go ahead and get these max loons in, and he misses the haste even. But since the other two air defenses are pretty close to the outside, he can go ahead and push his way through pretty quickly. They jump onto that air defense, then they jump onto the archer tower. And then they're going to get this mortar down, eat a black bomb really nicely, so that's really cool. The berries come out, and they start working on his loons, so they don't... Oh, they did get down that archer tower right before they kick the can. But everything's now just closing in, and there is only two defenses. There's a Tesla, and it's a weak Tesla, and a archer tower level 8 left on this base. So everything just kind of converges really quickly. Good job, Burned. Way to crush it, man. Hey, son. You want to talk on the... You want to talk on it too? You ready to do some recording? Sorry, that was my son, guys. All right. I think that is it. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this one in there. A little Lip Slayer had a 6-pack warrior. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys his attack. Yeah, it's a simple drag attack on these Town Hall 7s. With this third air defense, it's not as easy as you would think. But I'm gonna go ahead and show this off because he does it really nicely. Gets a lot of value out of these two rage spells. He just basically is like, hey, this is where the dangers in the base are at, and he drops all his rage spells. He's like, hey, this is where the danger is at. I'm gonna push through as fast as I can through here, and then the loons just work their way through the base, oh so nicely, as loons like to do. And he's got a whole, because he raged up so fast, he didn't lose any dragons. So now he's got more dragons for the backside, and that dragon's sitting there tanking. And check out the loons. They're gonna jump on that air defense and knock it out. Boom. And now he's still got what? 1, 2. He had 1 over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus a loon, and his BK still up. Yeah, he wrecked this base. Good job, Lil Lib. I believe he did this on the 24 as well. So he went and he hit the 24 and kind of got us off to a really nice start in the war. Way to go, man. Welcome to the clan as well. All right. Cool deal. I think that about does it. Way to go, guys, and our hats off to Strykers 14. Keep improving, guys. I hope to see you guys in the future. I did, as I have typically done now over the past 2, 3, 4 weeks or so. I have let them, given them an invitation, and I have left them with the decision that if they want me to go and have a war with them at some point, all they got to do is let me know, and I will check the schedule and see if I can get something in there with them. So, yeah, guys, it was a really fun one. Glad we could be a part of it. And with that, I think I'm going to sign off. Take it easy.